Hi everyone, my name is Frankie, and welcome to A Movie A Day Challenge. Today is day number 189, and it is July 8, 2018. Today I'll be watching the 1987 comedy film Ernest Goes to Camp. Now in each episode of A Movie A Day Challenge, I pick one film that I've never seen before, and then I take that movie's movie poster and I place it to the side of me. I do this because, well, I absolutely have no idea of what the film that I'm about to watch is about. And being that I have absolutely no clue about the film and what it's about, I feel like I need to draw some type of conclusion of what I think the movie may be about, based solely on the movie poster itself. In saying this, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1987 comedy film movie poster to Ernest Goes to Camp. Now, we're looking at this movie poster, and we see the title of the film. We can see it clearly in the movie poster. And many of us who know Ernest is basically a character who gets into these wacky and zany, crazy situations. Played by Jim Varn? Yeah. Jim Varn, I think his name is. Well, could be long. I know Vern was the character he spoke about all the time in other movies, but each movie is different. It may have the character known as Ernest, but each movie is completely different with storylines. And I've never seen Ernest Goes to Camp. So, from look at it, those are some really crazy looking kids involved with this movie poster. So I'm taking it that either he's a camp director or works at the camp as maybe a counselor or something like that, and he deals with these kids. The movies with Ernest vary. Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Scared Stupid, which is one of my favorite ones, with the Halloween version, but, Halloween movie. But, summer movie, Ernest Goes to Camp. It looks like it's going to be an interesting film to watch. I can't wait to sit down and watch the 1987 comedy film Ernest Goes to Camp. Now, after I finish analyzing the movie poster itself, I then let you, the viewer, know that I'm going to go ahead and watch the 1987 comedy film Ernest Goes to Camp. But before I go and do that, I want to let you, the viewer, know that after I finish watching Ernest Goes to Camp, I then come back and tell you a little bit about the film. However, I don't go in great detail about the film. You see, I try to tell you very little as possible about the movie. Why? Because I really don't want to ruin a really great film for your enjoyment. I want you to enjoy this film for the first time just like I'm about to. Unless you've previously seen the 1987 comedy Ernest Goes to Camp. If that's the case, please substitute this film for another type of film you've never seen before. It doesn't even have to be in the genre of summer movies. Now, in saying this, I'm going to go ahead and watch the 1987 comedy film Ernest Goes to Camp, and then I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit about the film. I'll be right back. I just finished the 1987 comedy film Ernest Goes to Camp, and I want to be honest with you, the viewer, that Ernest Goes to Camp is an alright picture. I'm not going to say that it's okay. I'm not going to say it's a good movie, and I'm not going to say that it's great. It's alright. In other words, it's watchable. This is a movie you put on in the middle of the day when you have just time to waste, and just let it roll and watch it. You can either even have it on the background, just to have voices in the background if you're reading something or you're on your phone. But to be quite honest, the story is nothing special. The acting in this film, to be quite honest, aside from the antics of Ernest, is mediocre at best. It's not over the top, it's not great, fantastic to just brag about. It's really not a brag about picture. This movie is basically spoken about if you've previously seen Ernest films and you know someone who has watched it as well, or if somebody brings something back from, hey, you remember in the 80s and you remember Ernest? I've seen these films. Well, have you seen Ernest Goes to Camp? That's when you bring up Ernest Goes to Camp. The production's okay. It's really a movie that you just watch to just watch it and waste time. It's honest. Aside from the antics of Ernest, I could be honest with you and tell you that Jim Varney, who plays Ernest, developed the character throughout the films. And you can really see the evolution of the character from its early stages in the 80s movies to what it came to be in the 90s films. But I liked about it. I liked about the film that it made me laugh a little bit. What I didn't like about the movie was the overall story, the fact that I really thought they could have gone more with the story than what they wrote, and I don't know, more physical comedy, I say, and less kids. Yeah, more of the less kids than the physical comedy. I think there was more towards this film with the kids that really ruined the story. Honest opinion. But aside from that, would I recommend Ernest Goes to Camp to a friend or family member? I would only recommend it to a person who has previously seen any of the Ernest films. If you don't know who the character Ernest is, and if you don't know the actor Jim Varney and his acting skills, then no, I would not recommend it to a friend or family member. But if that person does know that person, then yes, I would. Would I watch Ernest Goes to Camp again? Probably in the future. I can't see myself watching it right now, but most likely in the future, I guess. Yeah. Now, if you like today's episode, you see that thumbs up underneath this video, click it, give us a like for today's episode. As you're doing that, maybe you've seen Ernest Goes to Camp and liked the film. Maybe you've seen Ernest Goes to Camp and didn't like the film. Maybe you haven't seen it just yet, and you're watching this film review to hear a little bit about the movie, and then you're going to go and watch the film. And then come back and maybe write something. Whatever the three may be, tell me in the comment box down below. And as you're doing that, why don't you click that subscribe button? Subscribe to A Movie a Day Challenge. Now, tomorrow is day 190 of A Movie a Day Challenge. Yes, people, 10 more and I'll be at 200 films. Tomorrow is day 190 of A Movie a Day Challenge, and I'll be watching the 2017 comedy film Camp Cool Kids. My name is Frankie. I will be here tomorrow for day 190 and the 2017 comedy film Camp Cool Kids. I will see you tomorrow.